Alright, we're here with our 1979 Drascombe Dabber Victory, working on the mizzen step and the transom, and also then working on the mizzen. We cut the hole for the mizzen to go through. It comes down, steps in the little step right there. Did some touch-up sanding on the fiberglass. On the transom, we replaced a little piece under the bottom that was missing. And here on our mizzen, it's in mostly good shape. It's got a little bit of a lean to it, but didn't even notice it till today. So we're gonna go with it and use it. And if we ever notice it as we're sailing along at 3 knots and bobbing on the high seas, maybe we'll come back and think about making another one. But in the meantime, we're gonna try to use what it came with, except for at the top there's a little bit of rot going on. The little B hole at the top where the head of the mizzen ties off to, and also where we run a little halyard for the flag through there. It's rotted. Oops, tried to repair it with the clean it up a little bit, repair it with epoxy, but that didn't work. As soon as I tried to re-drill the hole, it just all kind of crumbled apart. So we decided to replace it and scarf in a little piece of Douglas fir. So that's what this 2x4 is here. We used a 12-to-1 ratio on the scarf, meaning this is about 1 inch wide. So we went 12 inches long for the line we drew. We cut off the old piece, and then we cut out a new piece to put in there. So we cut it to width, and we cut it to length, we cut it to whatever the other measurement is. So what we're gonna do next is epoxy this on. It's a square right now, but as soon as it gets dried up, we'll take it and round it, get the top rounded off. See, it'll probably sit right about there, giving us plenty of material to come in and put a new B hole into the top of that. That's what we'll do on the mizzen, and we're gonna have to do something similar on one of the oars too. So we've also sanded the spar today with some 120 grit to get some of the remaining dirt and grime, but that's probably about as clean as we could get it without taking a 1/16 of an inch and going back to completely new wood all the way around. So that's good enough, because we're gonna end up staining it anyway, like we did with the bowsprit, a little bit of varnish. And we'll need to do the same sanding on the mast and the yard arm also. That's what we're doing today. Gonna get the skipper out here in a bit. Ceremonial hanging of the new rudder. See if she likes it. And we'll get some pictures of that too. And then we're gonna come through and finish sanding these upper 2 strakes. We've already got the bottom, the garboard, sanded, primed, painted, and the 3 above it are going to get the same treatment. The broad plank just above the garboard, if I can get the magic finger here, there it is, this one right here, already been sanded. We just need to get the top 2. This boat has been painted, so the original gel coat underneath, it's kind of looking like this. That could probably be buffed out, cleaned up a bit, but there's several areas around the boat where there's been some damage and repairs, damage and repairs, down to fiberglass underneath the gel coat. Damage, repair. You're getting the idea. So rather than trying to do a lot of gel coat matching, we're just going to go with paint and get it set up that way. So the mizzen step was kind of fun to cut. Actually, it wasn't that much fun. I got the, it's my first cut. Got it cut a little bit too far forward, so we had to add a little spacer in there. But it works now. Won't notice it riding by on a galloping horse. Mizzen steps in there, notches into the bottom there. And if y'all can see any twist or bend on that, just make sure you send me an email with a check attached and I'll go ahead and fix that up. This little fitting here is going to be what we tie the tack of the mizzen to, and then the mizzen will be laced with marlin hitches all the way up, and I'll tie it at the top to the new bee hole that we're creating. This fair lead's going to be for the bumpkin, which is floating around here somewhere. Comes out the back, the sheet runs off the flue of the mizzen through a fair lead on the bumpkin, then back forward and up to a cleat that's hiding down here somewhere. Yeah, right there it's hiding. So we'll keep working on that. And I'll try to figure out, oh, here's the bumpkin. Here's the bowsprit. Steve was nice enough to send us pattern. And that our bowsprit's probably within about an 1/8 inch or so of what came from the factory. And as far as the bumpkin goes, don't know. We're just going to have to get the sail on it and see how it does. So once again, the sheet will come off the mizzen down through this fair lead, back up to the fair lead on the mizzen, and over to the jam cleat. So that's our 1979 Drascombe Dabber Victory. What's going on with her today? A few other shop doings. Working on the rudder for Sugar 2. He bought the new hardware to attach the tiller and the rudder cheek. You can see they're still standing a little proud. So we're going to take a reciprocating saw, trim that off right at the top of the stop nut just to make it look nice. Missing the rudder springs. Actually, we're not missing them. They just came in a box today from Yankee Boating Center out of Lake George, New York. Priority mail. So we'll get those springs put on, and then the rudder tiller will be ready to go. Sailfish Winnie's kind of confused by what type of rudder that is, and keeping zip company. Take a little tour of the shop here. Well, you're probably wondering where the snow and ice is. Well, it's Florida. So we got 57 degrees today, so I had to actually put on a long sleeve shirt. It's horrible. I don't know how I'm going to do the rest of the day like this. Here's Sugar 2, 1980 AMF Sunfish. We got the bow mostly reshaped. Need to come in and do a little bit of finish sanding right here. Picked up the new Mai Tai sail, and we're going to get a little bit of spray paint or maybe possibly a gel coat on that to get it looking nice. Maybe a little bit of touch up on the bottom. We're not going to do a whole lot. Try to keep the labor costs down, even though it's free, and get all the pieces on it and get it on the market. So I hope y'all having a great one. Take care.